friends. This is Chris Beckman. I'm the corporate chaplain for Ebenezer. And during this time of pandemic, we've been creating this series of devotions and reflections. Today's reflection is number 26 in our series. And the title I've given it is D-Ring. D as in dog. Wondering if you know what a D-Ring is. I brought one along to show, a little show and tell. So this is a D-Ring. And it's usually used to hold down straps. But anyway, I've been buying these and hanging lanterns and little bits and pieces that maybe I'd want to hang up on the ceiling or a wall. And I had this lantern, a small one. So I was looking for a D-ring that was even smaller than this one. And so I went online, and it probably was Amazon. And I was looking for a 1/2 inch D-ring. And this is about a 2-inch D-ring. So I thought, well, if I get one that's about 1/4 of this size, we should be good. And I looked at the picture, and it was this beautiful 2-tone colored D-ring. And I thought, it's going to be lovely. It'll match my lantern, and it'll look great outside, and it's the perfect size. So I ordered it. I actually ordered 4 of them. And I thought, well, then I'll have some extra ones sitting around. Well, a couple of days later, the D-ring came, and this is what came. I don't know if you can get a sense of this. This is a 1/2 inch D-ring. What I didn't realize is the 1/2 inch meant the metal part, not the entire product. This is about 6 inches big. It is big enough for my entire hand to fit in. Here I thought I was getting this really tiny little 1/2 inch D-ring, and instead I got one that will take up to 11,000 pounds. I would have to have a mighty big lantern to take 11,000 pounds. As soon as I opened the package, I was like, oh my God, what have I done? But then I got an incredible smile. It was just one of those beautiful things where you didn't order it, and it came. One of the parts of my journey that you have may discovered as well is that sometimes when we order something in the mail, it doesn't work out. The beauty is that sometimes the thing that we didn't expect, that we didn't want, that we didn't order, actually turns out to be something that is beautiful and perfect and incredibly helpful. During this time of pandemic, one of the ways I've been coping with my own spiritual distress and emotional concerns is every time I come home from work, I start working on wood products. And I'm not a really great woodworker, but when I build something, I build it. And the thing is not going to move. In my world, if it takes a 2x4, I'm going to use a 2x6. Always bigger, always thicker, always more screws. Well, what I found is that these beautiful D-rings, which are incredibly heavy and are big enough to hold 11,000 pounds, I have found these beautiful uses. I built this screen, wood screen around my air conditioner unit. Huge, heavy. I put the 4 D-rings on it, and now I have hand holders on each side that allow me, when the technician comes out to clean it in the spring and fall, we just each grab 2 sets of D-rings, pick it up, and move it over. I would have never known that. I would have never ordered these. But they've become actually the most beautiful part of this wooden structure that I made. It looks like I was intending to put that piece of art out there on that wooden structure. Where I'm going with this, friends, is how many times during this pandemic have we come up to things that we did not want? Things that are not helpful. Things like, why did I order that? Sort of speaking. Why did it happen to be? But the beauty sometimes in this system is that we actually may find some things that are beneficial to us that we didn't expect. For example, we've been wondering about what's going to be like not having confirmation, not being able to have graduations in person, weddings canceled, and not even being able to hold funerals. It all seems like a bad project, something we didn't want, and we didn't order, and yet it came in the mail anyway. One blessing might be is that we actually may get a gift out of this that we weren't anticipating. Let me give you an example. One of my boys, my youngest, is just ending 5th grade. And they have this wonderful tradition of a 5th grade graduation. And the teachers say these glorious things about them, and they're outside. All of that is not happening this year. Instead, the teachers have been doing these videos of videotaping the stories about the kids that they've been marrying them with pictures and video. And they've created these incredible little displays that have had an unexpected benefit. One, my mom can't travel as easily anymore. And now we can take these videos and either send them to her or come and visit her and display them for her. So all of these people that weren't going to be able to come to the wedding or the graduation or the funeral now can participate fully and beautifully. And the part that really surprised me is that my 5th grade kiddo, who, whatever he thinks about graduation now, will have that for the rest of his life. All of that is put out there on YouTube, and he'll be able to show it to his first girlfriend. He'll be able to show it on the day of his wedding. He'll be able to show it to his own kids and his grandkids. If it had simply been the event that we were having outdoors, it would have been the lived experience, the moment, and that would have been beautiful. And frankly, we crave that. But the unexpected benefit of something we didn't plan for, didn't order, is that we now have a gift that we never would have expected. It's those big D rings. I wanted the little one, and frankly, I'm still trying to find them. But instead, I got these big ones. And in some ways, it has been this unexpected blessing. Do we want the pandemic? No. Did we order the pandemic? No. If you ordered the pandemic, we certainly didn't want this one in the mail. But this is what came. And maybe part of the blessing is that some of these things that we're recording and saving and putting out there on internet will be gifts for generations to come, who will be able to be present and engage and really see the experience through the eyes of a younger person. Blessings on the journey ahead, dear friends. Bye for now.